Okay, perfect, guys. Welcome once again for this Selenium automation trainings. So, just to give you a refresher, what all things we discussed in the last sessions, a couple of sessions from Selenium because we just started our Selenium last weekend. Hmm? But still, we have covered lot many things because Selenium is not a small tool. Okay, we have to cover lot many things, a lot of concepts, lot of coding questions, interview questions, a lot of automations we have to see inside the Selenium. So, I really want you to focus more because obviously things will be slightly paced up. But yes, I'll be teaching you, training you, everything in detail. Okay. So what we discussed in the last session, guys, apart from all the theoretical concepts, how Selenium works, what is Selenium WebDriver hierarchy, architecture, how Selenium have come a long way from Selenium 1.0 till Selenium 4.x version. So right now, which version we will be using? If you remember, I just took the Selenium 4.38 version from the Maven. Hence, we will be working on the latest dependency of Selenium only, that is 4.38 version. Fine. Okay. Okay. What all things we see? Last sessions, I have told you that a concept of web element, that whatever automation that you really want to do in any automation tool, I'm not talking about Selenium or Cypress or Playwright or WebDriver IO, any of the things you take, the only concept that remains same or common is what? You have to first of all locate the web element, okay? Then you have to interact with that web element and perform some actions. So how to locate the web element, guys, and what is web element? So understand. I've already opened this one application. See, or rather, I'll open. Sorry, Amazon for you. See, so whatever things that you can see below this line, can you see below this line? Whatever things you can see till the footer section, everything is being counted what as a web element. So you see this United States, this English, this Zappos, some ring, IMDb, all these things. What are these? These are the web elements. So elements which are present on the web page are all called as web element below this particular line. Okay? Okay. We have to interact with them web elements. Why? Because obviously we have to automate them. There are several use cases that we have to do with the Seleniums. But first and the foremost condition is what? You have to locate it. How to locate it? Just right click, inspect. Or if you are a Windows user, whatever it is, just function F12. Or if you are a Mac OS user, press command and I think F12. It will work. Hmm? So this is something that you have to locate. How to locate? Just click on this particular arrow mark and go wherever you want to go. If I really want to locate this get your game on, you have to just hover on this and click it. Can you see? Get your game on comes here. So this is the entire DOM, HTML DOM. Full form of DOM is what? Document Object Model. So this is the DOM, and inside this DOM, guys, I have everything. Whatever you can see on the web page, plus some more important things I have inside this DOM. Okay? So DOM is a really important part for me to automate the things. Hmm? Because we have to locate the things with the help of different locator techniques from this DOM only. Hmm? Directly, I cannot interact with this, but with the help of this DOM, properties, some tags, some attributes, I really have to locate my elements and interact with them. Okay? So earlier sessions, I have told you how to locate a web element. So I have just told you one technique, one locator strategy. What was that? That with the help of ID attribute, you can actually locate an element. है ना? So whenever any element that consists of an ID, I'm not sure how can I find ID here, but let me. Mm, okay, I'll just come on this account login page for this open card page. I'll just right click on this, inspect it. Now see, whatever things, if I'm locating, I'm saying I'm really want to locate this email address. So can you see one attribute there with the ID? Hmm? So this is the attribute. Inside this entire DOM, you have an input tag having a type attribute, name attribute, placeholder attribute, ID attribute, and class attribute. And all the attributes are having their own value. ठीक है? Okay. So I've just told you single locator technique, how to locate an element with the help of ID. Perfect. But I told you several approaches that how you can locate them. Because see, guys, understand, at the end of the day, na, you all are going to work in a company which is an automation based company. And there itself, you won't be writing a simple raw code. No, never. Neither a Java raw code nor a automation Selenium raw code. You have to understand how can we create our own customized methods, okay, a common utilities, common methods, so that they can be reused again and again. Getting me? In my entire automation framework. For that, I am preparing you. Hmm? So obviously, these sessions are not, just to write a normal, simple, plain automation code, Selenium code, and that's it. No, I'm not going to work in that way. I have to make you understand how we actually work in the real-time frameworks. So I have told you several approaches that with the help of this normal approach, you can also locate an ID or locate an element. With the help of this second approach, first of all, that, what? Find element. Okay. After finding an element, try to interact with the element in this way. ठीक है. Okay, then third approach I told you what, that try to maintain the bilocators. Bilocators are why, and what is the use case of maintaining the bilocators? So in actual automation industry, this is the concept that we have to use. We have to maintain the bilocators. What does that mean? See, with with any locators help, whether you want to interact an element or locate an element by id or different techniques I'll tell you today, you have to first of all maintain this thing by.id and store it inside a by variable. Okay, because this by variables are not interacting with your servers right now. As soon as we are writing driver.find element, at this moment of time, your server will be interacted. It will try to interact all the elements that you just find out with the by locator. Okay? So for that case, we have to maintain the by locators in this way. Fine. Then we have seen that how can we remove the hard-coded part? How can we try to create driver.find element a common utility? Why to write this driver.find element again and again? No, not a good use case. So what I have done, I have actually created a common method, get element method here. See this at the end. Okay, I just put it inside the utility file. See, this was a common utility file that we created. For what? First of all, get an element, locate an element. Then if you really want to perform some actions, do it. Hmm? So we have seen two perform actions. First of all, how we can, enter something and how can we locate an element. Perfect. Several approaches I told you. And at the last, I told you that we will be taking the sixth approach. What is that? Maintain the bilocators of all the pages. Let us suppose now, if you're working on this login page. So what will you do in an actual real-time example? You're going to create a login page test class. Okay. In that test class, na, you are going to maintain 20 plus locators of different elements. If you really want to locate with this or interact with this new customer, you're going to create one bilocator. If you really want to interact with this email address, password, login button, you are going to create different bilocators in your what class. And as and when you need these bilocators to be used to interact with these elements, what are you going to do? You're going to, you know, interact with them with the help of what? With the help of this element utils class. This is the common class, a common utility which we have created. And from today onwards, we will try to grow our common utility file because we will be using this element util class now in our automation framework further on. We really don't want to use the Selenium methods directly, raw methods, no, never. Why? We are going to create our own customized method, our own wrapper methods over the Selenium. Interview question comes that Nishant, what is the use case of not using directly the Selenium methods and you are creating your own customized or wrapper methods? What is the use case? Hmm? Can anyone tell me? Because that is very, very important. From all the experienced people, this question is being asked every time. Would anyone wants to answer this? That why we create a wrapper methods or utilities? Why not to directly use the Selenium methods? Hmm? So understand, two answers are there. First of all, keeping a common utility and maintaining our wrapper methods will help me to reutilize the my customized methods again and again in my entire automation framework. Okay? Second, if I really want to add some conditions, understand that right now I'm finding an element, but during finding of this element, I really want to provide some conditions. I really want to provide some if else conditions, or I really want to what handle my exceptions. Can I be able to do with the help of directly Selenium methods, which they have given? No. That is why we have to create our own customized wrapper methods. Hmm? This is the use case. Got it? Okay. Come again on this web elements concept. So we will be using this concept. What is the concept? We will be creating that we have already created our element util class. Okay. We will try to interact with all the methods that Selenium is using by creating our own wrapper methods. Okay. Just by maintaining the by locators in our classes. I am repeating this again, guys, because I really don't want to repeat it again from today onwards. You should know that if Nishant is creating a by locators, then that is something we have to interact with them in the future. Got it? Perfect. Now, Till now, you have only seen one technique how to locate an element. What is that? With the help of by.id method. ID is what? An attribute. Okay. Okay. I'll do what? I'll just create one more class for you because today we will see the different locators techniques. I'm writing a locators concept with okay main method. I'll create it. Fine. Let me see if I can utilize the same or not. Okay, I'll do this. I'll utilize this same URL. That's an open cart, and I really want to create one static WebDriver driver reference variable. ठीक है? Got it? ठीक है. Now what this will do? It is going to locate your launch the Chrome driver, and in this it is going to launch your Navision Automation Lab. Some open cart application is there from his side. ठीक है? Perfect. Now, what is the first locator strategy we have seen? Hmm? Uh, I'll just write different locators. ST, to locate an element. First of all, what we have seen? Using ID attribute. Let us see it again because we really want to cover everything. Using ID attribute. ठीक है? Okay. So understand, guys. I have told you whatever you see in the DOM, this single element, understand this email address. If I'll just locate it, hover it, click it. Now, what is this element here? First of all, input is what? It's a tag. Type, name, placeholder, ID, and class. What are these? These are the attributes. ठीक है? And every attribute have its own value. Some text value, email address value, input email value, and all these things. So I told you, if you have to really locate an element by ID, you have to take the ID value from here. Just a second. Control C. That's it. And how to locate? Driver dot find element. Come on. And by dot what? ID that we have already seen. So I'm just writing a raw code today. Okay. Utilities will create later on, but let us see how can we interact with these. Okay. So during copy pasting, you can find these things. Try to keep with this single quotations. Okay. Otherwise, Java is going to understand that what have you written. Just give me a second. Just a second. Okay. Oh, by dot ID, my mistake. It's just your input email. This is the value. That's it. You have located your element. How to interact with this? If you really want to, enter some keys here, if you really want to enter something, anything, how to do it? Dot send keys. Notice sometimes now. Okay. How to want, if I really want tom@gmail.com, will this work? It will surely work. Can I locate the similar password also? See how? Just click here and just hover, and that's it. And what is the ID value here? It is input password. Perfect. So I'll copy this line because only the ID value is changing. Copy and then paste it. Paste it, and I really want to change the attribute value. And that's it. Will this work? Will this open the driver, launch this open cart application, and will this attributes work? Let us see. See this, right click, run as Java application, and let it run. Okay. Okay, let it run. Otherwise, I'll just change my Tom this time at the rate 123. Okay, first time, guys, it will take time because, see, just open. And can you see tom@gmail.com and the password? Perfectly working fine. So this is one of the use case. A locator strategy with the help of ID attribute, you can actually locate an web element. Perfect. Okay. Now, this is the best approach, guys. Why? Why locating with an ID attribute is the best approach? So ID is unique property in the entire DOM. What does that mean? Understand. Every element, if developer has given an ID attribute, that value will be very specific, very distinct for the entire DOM. you won't find this value again in the entire DOM. That is why ID is so much used. But if you don't have any ID attribute, hmm, you just have a name attribute. Let us suppose you don't have any ID attribute, nothing is given from the developer side. What will you do? So we have a second locator strategy with the help of which we can actually locate an element. What is that? Using name attribute. Hmm? How to do it? Similar way. See this driver dot find element, hmm, and by dot this time name is the attribute. Can you see this name? And what do you want to write? Same thing. Not same thing, obviously. I have to take the attribute name or the attribute value from this name attribute. What is the value? It is email. Hmm? So I have to provide email. And what do you want to say? I want to send keys. Again, tom@gmail.com. And in the similar way, can I locate my, uh, you know, password also? Driver dot find element by dot name again. And what is the value this time for the password? Let me just take it from here. See this? The name is password. Okay, perfect. Dot send keys. And I really want to enter tom@123. That's it. And I'll comment this down because we really want to check how the things are working fine from my name attribute. Just right click again and let us see if the name attribute is also working fine or not. Mm, okay, see this? It opened the page, located a URL, and see this tom@gmail.com, and everything is perfectly fine. So, if any element does not have any ID, but it has a name, try to locate that element with the help of name only. Perfect. Okay. ID you understood. Second attribute, name you understood. Any confusion? It's very simple. Not a big deal. But the question is, what will you do if you don't have um, what? The ID and name both in an attribute. We don't have the ID and name. How will you locate? Hmm? Is there any other way? Yes, we have that. So how can we do? Understand, guys? Using class name is another attribute. For every element, class name should be there. Definitely. Why? Because see, this is the way your HTML code is designed. है ना? For every element, classes should be there. Because inside that class only your code is being written. Hmm? It's a sort of a style. So do you have any class here for the password? Yes, I have class. What is form control? Okay. Do you have a class for email address also? Let me check. So now just visualize the case, guys. I don't have any ID or a name attribute. है ना? Now, how will you locate an element with the help of class? So do I have a class for email address also? Yes, I have. What is the name? What is the value? I have a form control. Okay. And what is the class for password? It is again form control. Okay. Let us try to first of all locate my things. How to do it? I'll just comment this down and let us try to check our third locator strategy. Driver dot find element by dot now this time class name is my attribute. See this dot class name. So if you don't have a ID or a name in an element, how to locate? You just take the class name. That's it. Copy from here, copy it, and just paste it. Dot send keys. And what do you want to write? Anything. Again, tom@gmail.com. And let me just try to write this again. Hmm? And now see a change. Because this time for password also, I have a class name is what? Form control only. Now see one thing. Let me just first of all write it out. tom@123. This is the password. See, will this work or not? See this. Have you seen? What is this? Nothing is getting entered in my email address or my password. Why? I'll tell you in 2 minutes. But where are my things going? The things are getting entered here. Both the things. Why is that so? So understand one thing, guys. Class name, the biggest disadvantage of class name is what? Hmm? It can be or it will surely be duplicate. Class names na, are always duplicate. So how will you tell Selenium that this is the actual attribute or actual element I really want to interact with? Have you seen? It just entered a value here. Why? Let us see this. Let me just hover it on the search also. Now, can you tell what is the class name here, guys? It is having two class, form control and input LG. But form control is the common class that I am having for search also, your email address also, and password also. So how will Selenium rectify that, Nishant, with which element you really want me to interact with? Hmm? That is a disadvantage of using a class name. That's why, personally speaking, never use the class name as an attribute if you really want to interact with anything. Hmm? I have told you three right now: ID, name, or class. Never use the class name until and unless it is very, hard and fast that you have to use the class name only. Never use it. First, you have to use always the ID. If you don't have any ID, check it out for the names. If you don't have a name, then check only for the class name. Okay? But most of the times, this class name is the duplicate, and hence you are not going to automate your applications properly in that case. Hmm? So understand now what happens. Right now, form control is for my search also. Fine. How Selenium interact, guys? Selenium actually works from top to bottom. First of all, whenever this page gets loaded now, Selenium checks that Nishant has written a class name as form control. It will try to find from here to here. It will start from here, from this dollar sign. That do this dollar sign have a class name form control? No. Then it will come down. It will check, do search have it? Yes. Search have a class name with form control. It will never go here then. Why? Because if it finds any attribute with that value, so first matching value will be picked. And in that case only, it is going to enter your interact with the element. That is why it never reached your email address or to the password. Because see, for the password also, I've written what? The same class name. Yes or no? Hmm? Okay. So never use the class name. But how to check, Nishan, that, you know, whether my class name is common or not, or duplicate or not? Is there any way I can, before writing a code even, I can just check it out on the DOM? So yes, there is a way. What is that? Hmm? So if you really want to check whether a particular class, with the help of this name, form control, or I'll just, copy it from here, is really duplicate or not, you just copy the value of the form, the class name. Okay? Control F. Can you find? Can you see a search open in this DOM? Just paste this. Along with this, do what? Write dot before this class name. The dot class name values, you have to check whether this value is common to my DOM or not. Now, can you see the right hand side with how many elements this class is interacted or linked with? Three attributes. What are that? See this. Enter it. Enter it. This is second. Enter it. This is third. Enter. This is first. Hence, this is your first matching element with the class name value. That's why it never reached to this value. Okay, guys? So never use a form, a class name value to interact with the elements. Even if you really want to interact with the class name value now, check it out first with the help of dot class name. That whether my class name values are common or not in my DOM. That's it. Got it? Hmm? Okay, fine. Now I'm saying if you really, can you see this Naveen Automation Lab, something like this, image is there on this page. Hmm? Can you just try to interact it once? And I'll just comment this down because obviously it won't work. Hmm? Now, hover on this particular image, locate it. Now, tell me what is the attribute, sorry, what is the tag name here? Hmm? tag name is img, image tag. Huh? Guys, you should know how to read all these things, because the main concept, main crux of automation and any tool is about the DOM. Fine. So image is the tag here. What is src? Is it a tag or an attribute or what? So src is an attribute here. Title is also an attribute. Alt is also an attribute, and class is also an attribute. Hmm? But question is, can you find any ID or name attribute here? Hmm? No. Then I ask you that can you locate this image, or can you click on this particular image for me by locating this image? How are you going to locate this image? First of all, tell me. You don't have any ID, you don't have any name. Now, can we try to test it with the help of this class value? And first of all, can I check with this image responsive the value of class? Is it common? How to check it? Just control F dot class value. Now, can you see 1 of 1? What does that mean? It means that Nishant, the class name that you have written right now is very unique. It is not duplicate this time because it is only linked with this image. Hence, in this case, example 2, if you don't have any ID or name, can I now this time interact with the class name here? Will this work or not? Hmm? And first of all, see if I'm just clicking on this particular thing, where it is taking to me, it is taking to me some common home page. But click is working. If I really want to click on this particular, Naveen Automation Lab, something like this, image one, it will work. It is going to take you. Yes or no? है ना? So let us just try to automate this scenario that I really want to, first of all, locate this image with the help of this class name attribute, and I really want to click it. Perfect. Example, when I don't have any ID or name, let us do it. Driver dot find element and by dot class name. What is the class name here? It is this one. So till now I have done what? I have located my element. How to interact? I told you, if you really want to, enter something, you have to use what? Send keys. But this time, this is an image. Is it really allowing you to enter something? No. I really want to click. Do I have any method? Yes. That's it. Will this work fine? Let us see. Right click, run as in Java application. Let us see if this is going to click or not. See, it is so quick. It clicked. See one more time. I'm just going to give you, okay. See one more time. Run as Java application. It will be so quick. Come on this particular application, locate it, and let's click it. First of all, this is the account login page. Now see this. Worked or not? It worked. Why? Because this time the class name that Nishant is interacting with is very unique. Got it? So this is an example when you have a class name as a unique. And how to check the uniqueness of a class? Huh? Dot class name by doing the control F on the DOM. That's it. Got it? Hmm? Now, can we create a common utility for this click also, guys? Based upon my locator, whatever I am giving, can I just create a common utility? Okay, let us create it. How to create? First of all, uh, I'll just take this first of all, this, just a second. First of all, locating an element, I'll take from this element utils also. Okay, make it static. Now this is what I am trying to locate an element, but I really want to click. After locating, how to do it? I can create a common utility, public static, a void. I am saying do click. This is my wrapper method over the Selenium click method. What does this method require? That Nishan give me the locator. That's it. And rest I will take care. How will you take care? How will you locate the element? So can I just call this method to locate the element internally? Huh? And this is a static method. Can I just directly locate it here and provide what? The locator. So that's how my locator got, sorry, my element got what? Located. And now what I want to do? I really want to click it. That's it. Click it. Will this work or not? So this is my own method. Tomorrow I really want to check I'll tell you the concepts that if your element is really displayed on the page or not, can I put some if conditions? That is why these wrapper methods are so important for me, guys. Right now, I'm not doing any calculations, some modifications in my click method, but obviously tomorrow I can write some if else conditions, some exception handlings. Yes or no? That's why it's used, it's highly recommended to create our own wrapper methods over whatever things you can do it. Hmm? Now, can I move this utility also? Where? To my element utility class because I really want to grow it. Hmm? And now from today onwards, I won't use a Selenium click method, but we will use the element utils my own do click method. Just paste it here and remove the static keyword from here. That's it. Sorry. What this will method do? First of all, this method is going to internally call this method to locate an element. And as soon as the element is located, what will happen? It is going to click it. That's it. Hmm? Any confusion here? It's very simple. Hmm? Okay. Three locators concept I have told you. Hmm? Okay. Now, can we see fourth one also? What is that? Just give me a second, guys. Sometimes your throat becomes very bad. Okay, perfect. So what is the fourth one? Hmm? So let us sorry, yeah. Let us talk about the different locator strategies. If you don't have ID or the name, and your class is also not unique here. So what will you do? Visualize a case, your element does not have any ID, it does not have any name also, and also the class name what this element is having is very duplicate. How you're going to locate the elements? Hmm? So let us talk about XPath strategy. Hmm? What is XPath, guys? Full form of XPath? I think that should be very simple. Hmm? Come on, guys, not able to answer this also. What is the full form of XPath? Hmm? It's an XML based path. X means what? XML base. So in the DOM, your DOM is written on what? HTML, a sort of an XML language, HTML. So inside this, we are going to use a XPath locator strategy or technique to locate my element. Now, XPath is also an attribute, just like your class name, your ID, your name. Is that so? No, it is not an attribute. Then what is that? If someone asks you, is the XPath an attribute? No. First of all, XPath is not an attribute. It is just a XML path, a way to locate the elements. Hmm? So XPath, guys, tells us the address of the element. That's it. Neither it's a locator, sorry, neither it's a attribute, nor it's something else. It's just a way to tell the address of a particular element inside my DOM. That's it. Hmm? How to check the XPath if I really want to understand? I'm just again going on this email address and visualize a case I don't have any ID or a name here. And also my form control is common. So how to get the XPath or create an XPath? So guys, creation of an XPath, there are several ways. I'll be taking the entire session, of 1 hour, 2 hour session entirely I'll be taking, but not today, because let us more focus today about the different locator strategies. But surely I'll take the session. I think not today, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Fine. What are the different XPath locators, different XPath access and everything I'll make you perfect in this XPath. But for today, try to, just understand what is XPath. You just right click on this particular entire DOM, means this element, right click. And for time being today, you just copy it from here. Copy and copy just XPath. Okay. Okay. Just paste it here and see how does it look like. So right now, today you probably might not be able to understand what this XPath looks like and how it is read, but just try to understand for today like this only. that we have an id attribute, ठीक है, with the help of which you have written an XPath with a double slash here. So XPath is always started either single slash or double slash. ठीक है, I'll tell you about all these things, single slash, double slash. But for today, try to understand, if you don't have any name or ID of an attribute, also the class name is common, how you're going to locate it. ठीक है, so right click, fine, copy, and just copy this, not the full XPath, just the XPath. That's it. ठीक है, okay. How to locate an element? You just write driver.find element by dot XPath. Can you check it? Double quotations and just paste it. That's it. Whatever it is coming, just try to paste it. And now, since you have interacted or located this element email address, can you now send keys? Yes, tom@gmail.com. Will this work? We'll see. Now, in the similar way, can I now copy the XPath directly for this password also? Right click, copy, and copy XPath. Okay. And I'm creating one more driver.find element by dot XPath and paste this XPath. That's it. And dot send keys. What the value you want to enter? I'm seeing tom@123, some password. Hmm? Will this work or not? Let us see. Right click, run as and Java application. See, it worked. tom.gmail.com and forgotten password, all these things. Now, can I just locate this for login also? Let us try to click on this login, you know, because we have not done this. So how to do this? Again, hover on this particular login, click this. Now see, this DOM means about your particular element login. Does it have any ID? No. Name? No. And is your class common or not? Let us just see this. I'll just try to copy this class. Let us see if this is common or not. Dot class name. See, it is not, sorry, it is common. See, two attributes I'm getting. So obviously I cannot use a class name. I cannot use a name also. And I cannot even use what? The ID. How I have to interact with this element then? You have to create an XPath. So I'm not teaching today you about how to create an XPath because, let us focus more on the session today for locators, how to locate an element. Just right click on this again, copy, and just copy the entire XPath. Okay. And now come here, driver dot find element by dot XPath, just paste it. Let it be whatever it is coming. I'm not worried about today. But what do you want to do? Do you want to enter something here? Sorry, you really want to enter some text? No, it's just a button. I really want to click it. Just a second. That's it. And let us see now, will this work or not? The entire thing. Entering two text and one time click. Let us see. See, it worked. Giving some uh, what, errors and all, it's fine because obviously this Tom and all these things are not correct. How will this work? But I am now sure that yes, login is also getting clicked and these two things have been entered because I am getting some errors. That is fine. Perfect. That is what I really want. But is it working or not? Yes, it is working. Hmm? Now, can we utilize our utility methods, guys, here and try to check it from that also? Because we already have a do send keys method, our own method, and our click method. And let us see how will this work. Let us see now. One example. So first of all, what is the use case? See this. If we really want to, come on, here this. If we really want to send keys, means if we really want to enter some text, what I want? I want to have some locator. Obviously, I need the locators. Then I really want to what? Send some text. But let us try to locate the values. How to locate it? I have already told you. See, with the help of this by.locators XPath strategy, this is what I'm locating some element and storing it inside by email. Okay. Okay. Can I locate the password also in a similar way? Let us do it. That's it. And locating inside my password. Okay. Now, can I also create one locator for my buy locator for my login also? Let us do. And then we won't use our use our Selenium method, hard-coded method, but we are going to use our own method. By I am saying login button. So these three I have done what? Created my locators. Now, how to utilize these locators? Or question is how to utilize this do send keys and do click method, guys. Can I create an object of element utils here? Element utils el is equals to what? New element util. Hmm? And what I have to pass? I have to pass a driver. That's it. Now, from that object of el, can I call the do send keys? See this? That yes, Nishan. Tell me what is the locator? I have this email locator. And what is the value you want to provide? I want to provide tom@gmail.com. Okay. Anything else? Yes. I really want to do send keys one more time. Why? Because I have a password. What is the value? I have tom@123. Now, do you want to click also? Yes, obviously. el.doClick method. What is the locator? This is my locator. That's it. Now I really don't want to take care of anything. Why? Because everything is being taken care from my common methods from this utility file. Click, send keys, everything it is going to work. I'm just more concerned about my test data. This is it. And calling my methods. That's it. And obviously, I have to maintain the locators in my classes. That is a must thing. You cannot say, Nishan, just you can have these locators also in the element util, no? Because locators are different for the different pages. That is why you cannot keep them in common page. Now, let us try to test it. Will this work fine or not? With the help of common utility files. It is opening this page, entering URL, and see, guys. I just got different, error this time because you have already exceeded the limit, but that's fine. Is it working or not? Entering the email address, password, and clicking on login button. Perfectly working fine. So this is how I want you to create your own element utils class. Keep on growing it with me. And you will see at the end of the training sessions and all these things, you'll be having 20-25 methods just created for these things. It worked perfectly fine. Okay. Okay. Now let us see what. I hope guys still here things are getting cleared. Hmm? I'm really not moving fast because I really want you to understand everything. Okay. Now what is the fifth locator strategy that we have? Because XPath is best for me. Why? If I don't have any ID, I don't have any name, and if my class name is so duplicate that I cannot use it, what will I do? Obviously, I have to create my XPath. है ना? But along with the XPath, or I'll say a competition of an XPath, I have one more locator strategy. What is that? I have CSS selector. What is the full form of CSS, guys? I think that should be on everyone's fingertips. What is the full form of CSS? Anyone?
Cascading
Cascading styling sheet.
Okay. So what is it? Is it a something same like an XPath? No. CSS is neither an attribute nor it is going to tell you the address of an element. Then what is that? Understand, guys, developers, front-end developers and all, how do they write the code? A web page. They write an HTML code. Inside this HTML code, they provide some cascading styles, to make the look and feel of the application more good, a fancy. For that reason, they do some styling. If you really want to check stylings and all, just come here. And can you see all these properties here? So these are the properties this web page consists of. Multiple properties are there. It is having some class name, different properties that you can see. Find it here only, in whatever different ways they have implemented. But that's not our topic. But with the help of CSS selector also, we can actually locate our element. If you really don't like XPath or you really find XPath, complex one, you can just use a CSS selector. But today, again, I'm not teaching you about the CSS selector. I'll take obviously a separate session. Two sessions will be purely based on one CSS selector entirely and one for your XPath. Fine. But today let us understand how can we locate our element with the help of CSS also. Hmm? So again, just go on this arrow, come on this email address. Again, guys, right click. Okay, copy. But this time copy what? Copy the selector. Okay, and let us see how does this look like. It look like this. A very simple plain CSS selector. Is it lengthy like this? No. Is it so small like your .id? No. It is very clean, neat, clear. That's it. A normal CSS selector. How to locate? Simple. Driver.find element by .css selector is the locator strategy. I'm again saying, guys, that's a misunderstanding. CSS selectors and XPath are not the attributes. It's a way to locate an element. What are the attributes that we have? ID, name, class name. That's it. Perfect. Okay. Keep it in double quotes again and just paste the CSS selector. And do what? Again, send keys. Tom@gmail.com. And you really want to locate the password also, just arrow, click here. That's it. And come here, right click and copy the selector. Okay. Driver dot find the element by dot XPath, and sorry, not the XPath, CSS selector, and that's it. And send keys. Tom @123. Something like this. Will this work or not? I'm not clicking it again because I've already exceeded the limit, but that's fine. Hmm? Just right click, run as, and Java application. Can you see, guys? It also worked. Hmm? So there is always a debate among all the community members, Selenium guys, all the interviewers and all these things, that which one to use, either CSS or XPath. So technically, I'm not going to it today, guys, because it will take around half an hour to understand, make you understand that which one is better and good. That I'll take you once I cover all the XPath and CSS selector strategies. I'll take you around 10-15 minutes about difference between all these things. But understand, it's totally depend upon the person who is utilizing it. If you find CSS selector on your fingertips, you have practiced a lot on CSS selector, it'll be easy for you. But if you find XPath to be more easy, it's more clear, use it. So it totally depends upon the person who is actually utilizing these selector strategies. Fine. Technical difference, obviously, I'll tell you, a couple of sessions later on. But again, CSS selector and XPath are not the attributes. It is just a way to locate an element. That's it. Got it? Hmm? Okay. Now, can you check the same thing from your end, guys, with the help of element util class? I'm not creating it again. What do you want to do? You just need to keep this one bilocator in the similar way I did here. Okay. But this time, obviously, with the CSS selector, and keep an by locator value similar for the password, and just try to call your element util class again. Okay, and do it. Because I really don't want to spoon feed you. Just do it practically. How it has to be done. Perfect. Simple way. Okay. Can I now move on to my different locator strategies? Locator. It is sixth or five. Yeah, sixth only. What is it? Now, understand, guys. I'm just closing this out. On this entire web page, you have multiple things. You have images, you have some text box, you have some normal text. Apart from that, what do you have? You have some links also. Hmm? Can you see this? If I'm clicking on this login button, it is opening one thing for me. It is a link, obviously. See why? URL is getting changed. Okay. Come down. If I really want to open this my account, it is also a link. It is also taking me to a different page. Hmm? Or I really want to come on this, just come down and I really want to check the brands. See, it is also a different page. It is also a link then. But how to check What? That what all things are there inside the link means, what all elements are there with the links. Same thing. Just right click, okay, inspect. And let us try to inspect this time the login button. This login one, not the button, this right hand side. Click on this. Come down. And now you tell me, what is this? What is the tag here of this login? See, login is the text here. है ना? But what is A? Hmm?
That
So A is a tag here. Remember, guys, whenever you have to deal with the links, 99.99% of the time, the tag name will be A only. Hmm? I'm not concerned about whether I'll be having some href or not, but obviously I'll be having that. But A tags should be always linked with the links. Always. Hmm? Now, can I check this down? So, or you can just hover on anything. Reward points. Can you see this? It is also a link. Why? It is having a tag, some href value, and a text, direct text. Okay. Can I hover it on the some brands? Oh, come on. Can you see? Brands are what? Brands is basically a text that they have written, but this brand is present inside my a tag. So what is this? It is also a link. Now, this entire DOM, understand, does it have any ID, name, class name? No. Then how you're going to interact with it? Hmm? See this. So for all those reasons, guys, when you have to really interact with the links now, you have a direct method, a direct locator strategy. What is that? Driver dot find element by dot link text is there. Can you see? I have a by dot link text. It is saying, Nishan, give me the text value. You have to provide the text value. So what is the text value here, guys? Hmm? Text value is what? It's a brands. So you have to locate a link with the help of by dot link text, provide the text value inside it. That's it. Now, what do you want to really want to do with this brands? Can I click on it? Click. Will this work or not? It should work. Hmm? Can you check it? Just check it out. Run as Java application. First of all, account login page is open, and then just can you see? Quickly, it clicked what? Hmm? The brand. So that's how your link text locator strategies work for all the links. Tomorrow you want to really check for the just some reward points. It is also having a tag, and the text is different this time. I'll just copy this text. Copy. Oh, Control Z. Copy it, and I really want to check my rewards point. What is this in? Just give me a second. Copy and what? Paste it. Okay, let us check it out for the brands, reward points also, whether this is working fine or not. Opening the account login page, and okay, does it click or not? It didn't click this reward. Let me just check it out whether it is actually clicking or not. Click on this reward point. Okay, nothing is happening. It is directly taking me to this account login page only, guys. It worked, but it is not taking to me a different page. But that's fine. We can check it from the downloads. Let me check it out because I really want to check whether my this is getting changed or not. Mm, or my address book. Okay, it is also taking me to the same page. Some newsletters. Let me just check this out. Okay, newsletter is also taking me to the same page, but that's fine. Register. Okay, register is taken to the different page, but forgotten password. Okay, we'll see this out, but because it is having a separate issue, but that's fine. See this, we can just check it from the different also. If I really want to check for the gift certificates, let us see. Does it have any ID, name, class name? No, nothing it is having. Just a text with a link. That's it. And hence, I have to use what? By dot link text whenever I see a link with a name. Account login page. Now see a gift voucher. Perfectly, it is working fine. Hmm? Got it? So link text is a different approach. When you have to use it, When you find no ID, no name, no class name, and obviously that's a link with a text, you have to use this approach. Got it? Okay. One more approach I have. Locator strategy 7. What is that? So what happens, guys? Sometimes understand. Sometimes your links are so lengthy that you really don't want to write that link value here. Hmm? Or will you understand? If this line says that give certificates for employees, something like this, are you going to write so long text inside this link text? No. For that case, we have one more strategy. When you have a link very long, a link name, link text very long, so you have partial link text strategy also. What this strategy says that Nishant, just give me what? A smaller section of the link. That's it. And I'll work for you. Now, if I really want to just copy this gift, understand? That's it. And I really want to click again on this gift, but without giving the entire text, can I do this? Let us see. Right click, run as Java application. See this? It worked perfectly fine. But can you tell me what is the disadvantage of using this partial link text? What can you assume? As a tester, if I'm giving a use case, tell me which one to use, by.link text or partial link text? Hmm?
By.link text.
Why? Why not partial link text?
Partial link text might have duplicates with other as well.
Perfect. So guys, understand. As he said, partial link text, you're giving a partial value. Tomorrow gift can be assigned with a different value also, like gift members, gift certificates, gift vouchers. It can be anything. Are you going or telling Selenium that this is the one you really want to interact with? No. That is why partial link texts are good, but when it is not duplicate. Hmm? That is why you have to always use a direct link only when you have a link with a tag. Understand in this way. Got it? Perfect. Today it is working fine, but tomorrow this site can have a gift voucher, gift member, something like this. It will never work fine. Always it is going to break the scenarios. Got it? Perfect. Let us see one more thing. I am just hovering or locating this new customer. Because all these things are a part of my DOM only, na. Now tomorrow I am saying that Nishan, um, can you really fetch the text of this particular element, new customer? I really want to print it. First of all, tell me how you're going to locate it. Hmm? Does it have any ID? What is the tag here? It is just having a tag h2. That's it. Does it have any a tag? No. That means it is not a link. Does it having any ID? Name? Class name? No, it doesn't have anything. Then what does this have? It is just having two things. Tag name and a text value. That's it. And I really want to fetch the text. But the question is how you're going to locate it. So for that reason, guys, I have one more locator, and that is the last locator using tag name. How to do it? Driver, uh, find element by dot tag name. What is the tag name? Tag name is h2. Okay. What do you want to do with this? Can you click this new customer? No, because this is a text. I cannot click it. Then what can you do with this element? Can I just uh, dot get the text of this particular element? After locating it, can I get the text and store it where? I really want to store um, header text, something like this. And how to print it? Normal header text. Can we check if I'm able to interact with this element and my text is getting printed or not? See this. On the DOM, on the page, it doesn't work anything. Means it haven't shown anything. Why? I'm not clicking, I'm not entering anything. But see, at the backend, can you see? My new customer is getting printed here. I'm able to fetch the value from it by locating this with the help of tag name. Got it? But sometimes this tags also failed. Why? Because there can be multiple H2 tag also now. If I'll just hover on this returning customer and let us see. A returning customer is search here. Just a second. See this. It is also H2 tag. That is what I was saying. But it fetched the new customer. How? So I told you Selenium works top to bottom and left to right. So first of all, it is going to check that do I have any H2 tag in the above part? No, I don't. Here, here, here. No, I don't. It will come down here. Start from left to right. That do I have any H2 tag? Yes. What is the name of it? It will directly going to fetch the new customer. Tomorrow, this returning customer had been on the left hand side, it would have fetched this value. Got it, guys? Now, if you really want to check the duplicacy of a tag name, how to do it? Control F on this DOM, double slash, and write the tag name. So tag name in S2. So can you see? I have a two duplicate tag, returning customer, new customer, returning customer, new customer. That is how you can actually check a duplicacy of a tag also. Double slash and write the tag name. That's it. How to check the duplicacy of a class name? Dot class name value. That's it. Got it? Okay, so these were the different locator strategies with the help of which you can actually locate an element. And what action you really want to perform, that's up to you. You really want to fetch the text, you really want to enter some text, you really want to click some button, entirely up to you. But the formula remains same. Locate the element, work on it. Locate the element, perform some action. Now, we are using the hard-coded value or the direct method from Selenium for fetching the text. Can I create my own get text method, guys, here? In the similar way? How to do it? I'll just going to create one public static and I'll rather say some do element get text, something like this, something understandable. And what do I want to pass? I want to pass a by locator, obviously. And how to work? First of all, I have to locate the element or not. And for locating an element, I already have this method. Call this method internally, provide the locator to it, and then do what? Dot get text. And if I'm getting the text, I have to store it somewhere. Yes. And can I return this text from here also, guys? Because the calling method can obviously need this text value now. So I'm just returning text from here. And since now I'm returning a string value, I have to change what method type, return type. That's it. Got it? Now, if I don't want to understand, if I don't want to write this entire code again and again, what can I do? Can I just again, uh, just a second, or rather copy it again, copy, come down, and not this one because I have not keep my text method there. Can I directly call this method, guys? Do element get text? Yes or no? Yes, I can call. But this is saying that Nishant, give me the locator. So can I say, okay, I'll just maintain a locator with the help of this, and I am saying something header element, and I have to pass the locator. Where? In this method. That's it. Everything it will take care. But this method is returning me what? See, it is giving me a string type value. So I have to store where? A string something. Can again take this header text. Now see, I'm not writing any hard code again and again. That finding the element, click this, no, get the text, nothing I am doing. Everything is being taken care from where? From my methods. Can I just check it once again with my command utility? Got it? See this? Come on here. See, new customer, perfectly working fine. Okay. Now, at last, can I keep this common method where? In my utilities or not? See this? Removing this hard, static. Sorry, static. That's it. Now, I'm evolving my element utils class. See, two more methods we push today. Do click and do element get text. Now, do you really want to use a hard-coded method from Selenium? No. Just directly call this method whenever you really want element to fetch the text. That's it. Okay. Now, as a part of assignment, guys, I already have multiple things to talk today about. But see, as a part of assignment, can you come to this particular register page? This page, this is a URL, and can you first of all maintain? I've given you this assignment previously also. I think the last session. Can you maintain a class, a user registration test? Some classes there, and try to maintain around 5-10 locators in that class from this first name, last name, email, and all these things. And can you just try to create one user with the help of continue and all these things? Or today, since I have not talked to you about this checkbox, just do till here. Means entering all the values and click on this continue button. That's it. That's it. Obviously, you won't be able to create a user because still, your checkbox is there, but that is fine. Don't click on this checkbox. Just try to enter all the values and then click on this. Okay? This is your assignment and homework. Fine. Let us see something more today. What? So I'll create a separate class. Let us see about one of the exceptions that Selenium gives you, when it gives you and why it gives you. So I'm just, this is locator concept. I'm taking this entire thing again. Now understand guys, that for locating a particular element, you have used what? This one? Yes or no? Means just taking a common example. You have used this one. What happened? Driver.find element. Okay, by.id. You just locate the element with the help of email and entered something. Let us first of all see it is working fine or not. Yes, working fine. Why it is working fine? Because the locator that you have entered here is perfectly correct. Okay. But understand the case, if you are entering a wrong locator by mistake, obviously it's not deliberate, by mistake. Will this locate the element correctly? Is it going to enter your text value, the tom@gmail.com? Or will you be getting any exception? See this. So if you really want to locate an element or you have located an element with the help of wrong attribute value, something like this, it is going to give you a definite exception. It loaded the page. It entered the URL also. But see, what exception can you see? It is giving you a Nishan, a no such element exception, unable to locate it. Why? Because the selector or whatever you have given, it's incorrect. Hence, remember, if an interview asks you that tell me what is the no such element exception, you get it because of the incorrect locators. Okay, the values that you're providing is incorrect. Fine, got it? A normal thing. The question is that by mistake I did this. But after this, I really want to close my browser also. First of all, see, will this work or not? After entering some text and all these things, though I get an exception, will I be able to close my browser? See, no, browser is not getting closed. Why? Because you encountered an exception. I have told you one thing in the exception handling classes also, that if an exception is occurring, what do you have to do? Hmm? You have to handle it. How can I handle this exception, guys? Hmm? Can I just provide this line inside my try block and provide a catch block also? What is a catch block? What is a exception you want to say? You have no such uh, just a second. No such element exception. Exactly the meaning. No such element exception with a E. Hmm? And can you just write it down here? Uh, what is element is not found? Something like this. Along with that, you can print the stack trace. That's it. And now this time, since you have handled the exception, will you be able to close the browser or not? Definitely. Because I told you, exception handling, once you do, your scripts will proceed. Now see this. Instead of getting the exception, your browser will be closed. Just a second. Just a second. Or rather, what can I do? Just what is this? Mm, okay. Just give me no such element exception. Is it printing the stack trace? Just give me a second. Uh, just a second. In Tom Gmail. Just a second. Let me just check it out again. Okay, it is. I think some issues there. It is not. Just give me a second, guys. It is not printing that exception. I have done something wrong or what? Let me see this. Just a second. Okay, let me try to use it with the help of exception also. And let us see, will this work fine or not? Forget about that. Okay, can you see this? It is printing what? The element is not found, and it is also printing the entire stack trace. And let us see if I am able to close the browser or not this time. See this? Because since this time my exception is handled, will I be able to proceed with my scripts or not? See, the browser got closed quickly. Why? Because the exception is handled. Okay. Now, before closing the browser, I really want one more thing. Can I print the uh, title of the page also? Because I really want to test it. Huh? Just check it out. Okay. Just do it. Quickly, it will close the browser after printing. And can you see this? Account login is what? The title of the page. So that means my exception is handled. Hence, you have to take care, guys, to write a code in such a manner that you are able to what? Handle your exceptions also. Okay. I don't know why it is not coming from this no search, but let me just check it again. Element. Okay, sorry. I just got it from the Selenium. I have to take it from here, guys. Understand? org openqa.selenium. From here only I have to take the exception, otherwise it won't work. Let me just check it out. Will this work or not? Just give me a second. I have done the importing wrong. From here I don't need it. Okay. I have to import it from openqa. Fine. Now let us see will this work or not. No such element exception. It'll quickly close the browser. Can you see this? Printed everything. Hmm? So in this way, you have to handle your exception by passing the direct class name. You can pass no such element exception. That is fine. But it should be coming from where? org.openqa.selenium, not from the Java. Okay. Otherwise, the exception won't be handled. Hmm? Understood here? Perfect. Any questions? Okay. Now let us see one more thing. How will you make sure that the element with which you are actually trying to interact is actually present on the page or not, or is it actually getting displayed also or not? Because that should be a condition, na? That nation, if you really want to interact a particular email address or a password, that element should be at least displayed. How to check if my element is present on the page or not? So we have to use a normal method, a method coming from the Selenium only. Hmm? So I'm just creating one more class for you. Element displayed is displayed class I created for you. And let me just uh, copy this smaller code. I don't want to write it again and again. Copy and just paste it here. Come on. Just a second. Okay. Now, what I told, how do you really want to, first of all, check that whether your element is actually present also or not before interacting with it? Hmm? So can I just write the same line, this one, till here I am interacting with the element, है ना? And but I'll write it the correct one. And after locating an element, you have to use one method called isDisplayed method. Coming from where? From the Selenium only. This will give you what? See, the return type of this isDisplayed method is Boolean type. So if you really want to check whether the element is displayed or not, even before interacting with it, you have to do what? Check with the help of isDisplayed method. And now I'm just printing this flag. Let me see. Will it give me true or false? See this. Can you see? It gave me true. So yes, that my email address that I am now going to interact with is already present or displayed on the page. And now I can do it, whatever I want to do. Hmm? Okay. But see this. If my locator is not correct, will it give you false or no such exception, uh, element exception case? Hmm? This is an important thing. Understand. Now see this time what you're doing to do. You're trying to check whether your element is displayed or not with the incorrect locator. But it is not going to give you false. Why? Because as soon as you located this element with this technique, na, your locator is already wrong. Hence, the code is neither reaching to this point and nor able to print it. Okay. So is displayed method, guys, understand Selenium guys has given you just to check whether your element is displayed or not. Fine. But if your locator is not correct, it is not going to give you false. Then how can we handle this? Because we really want to, have a method where my is displayed method can give me a true and false based upon the condition. Hmm? How can we handle this? Can I create my own common method to check this and return the value true and false based upon the conditions? Hmm? Can I do this or not? See this. Can I just create my own individual method, guys? How to do it? First of all, I am taking my this common method here directly in the side this again. Okay, making this static, and I'll create my own method for checking whether my element is displayed or not. How to do it? So I am just saying public void and what is element displayed method I'm creating. And inside this, to what? Pass the by locator again. Okay. Now, first of all, how to locate the element? Obviously, I have to check, get this element from here. Okay. Pass the by locator. And now, what to do? I have to check whether the element is displayed or not. That's it. Hmm? If your element is displayed, do what? Return true. Hmm? So can I just keep this line again in the try block. Why? Because this element can also return, can also give me the exception. Perfect. If my locator is not correct, I'll be getting what? No such element exception. And now, can I handle this same exception in my own method? No such element coming from this one. See? And can I write my own customized method here, guys? I can write this time now what? Uh, locators are not correct. Hence, return false. Earlier, it was not returning me anything. It was just breaking the loop, giving me a no such element exception. But I have to handle it. And can I also print the stack trace just to know that at which line I am getting the exception? Hmm? And why I'm getting the error? Because since I'm returning a Boolean type, I have to change what? The void to Boolean. Yes or no? Perfect. Now have I created my own method or not? Huh? Handling all the conditions as if I am getting an exception. Perfect. Print the stack trace, but return false. Because you have to show that your element is not displayed even. Or whatever it is that, but return true or false based upon the condition. Now, can I keep this method where? In my common utility file or not? Will this work or not? Surely it will work. That's it. One more common method you have created. Hmm? Got it, guys? Got it or not? Hmm? So in this way, you have to think logically, think different. Selenium is not about writing a rough code, raw code. No, never. You should know how to handle the things. If you're getting an exception, perfect, but handle it. Hmm? Okay, let us see one more concept, a smaller concept about send keys method, because this is all these questions, guys, whatever I am discussing with you, these are very, very important from the interview perspective, from the logic point of perspective. Okay, so what I'm doing now, understand. You use what? Driver dot find, or driver is not there. First of all, let us create a driver quickly. Driver is equals to new Chrome driver, and driver dot what? Find elements you do. Okay. After that, what you do? You do the send keys. Question from the interviewer is two, three questions. Hmm? What is the character sequence here? Means what all things you can pass inside the send keys. Can you pass a single character? Can you pass the entire string? Can you pass the null value? Can you pass the multiple string values? This is the question. Let us try to decode this. So it is saying that Nishant, give me the character sequence arguments. है ना? But come on this send keys method directly from the Selenium side and let us see how they have implemented. So can you see what is the parameter inside this? The parameter is expecting a character sequence. What is char sequence? If someone knows, it's deep, but that's fine. So character sequence, guys, I'm just coming on this. It is an interface, character sequence. And if it is an interface, that means it obviously must be having some what? Unimplemented abstract methods. Obviously, see, it is having some caret, some empty method, some it is something it is there. Hmm? But this character sequence interface, if I'll just come up and come down a little, see who has implemented this one. Open the implementation, or rather, see, it is being implemented by my, just come down, let me see this. Can you see, guys? It is being implemented by my string class, my string builder class, my string buffer class. So all the classes from the strings are actually implementing this. What? See this. Implementing the character sequence interface. What does that mean? See this. I'll tell you. See, no one is going to tell you in so deep because, guys, this is a really important interview question. That's why I'm covering up for you. What all things you can enter inside the send keys. Okay. See this. I am just creating a normal string value. First of all, string. Uh, come on. String is this. I'm just writing a normal Nishant. Can you enter this inside your send keys? Because obviously strings are allowed. Yes, I can do it. No issues. Okay. Two more things. I told you string builder and string buffers are also implementing what? Character sequence. So that means if I'm trying to create an object of string builder, sb is equals to new builder. And inside this, I'm passing what? I'm passing Selenium. Will this work or not? Yes, I can also pass the string builder object. In the similar way, I can also pass what? The string buffer object. See, copy and paste it. That's it. So this character sequence, since it is implemented by a string class, a string buffer, and a string builder class, all the things of strings, I can actually pass it here. Now, what is this? I'll just come on to send keys again and come on this character sequence. What is this dot dot dot? So guys, it's a way of representing things of a character array sequence. That Nishant, instead of passing a single only value, now you can pass multiple values with a comma separated things. That is how this character sequence is saying. Can we check how? So I'm saying along with SF, can I pass S? Along with S, can I pass SP? Yes, I can pass it. Everything I can pass all together. That is the meaning of character sequence dot dot dot. Hmm? Can you just try to check it once? I'll just take a small example. Open this website again, and I really want to check this out, whether it is working fine or not. Then we'll move forward. And I really want to, yes, quickly I'll just check with the ID only because we really want to check whether my things are working fine or not. And that's it. But I have to change my incorrect thing. Okay. And let us see if all my things, Nishan, Selenium, Java are getting what? Entered in the send keys or not in the email field. Opening this browser URL. Can you see? Java, Nishan, Selenium. That is what I want to say. Character sequence expects an array of characters, a sequence of characters. You can store it inside. Got it? Now the next question. Can you enter null? Null is also a string. Can you do it? See, first of all, I'm getting an warning or something like this. The null type of the argument does not exactly match the variable parameter, but that's fine. It's just a warning. But can you enter a null in the send keys? This is the question. And will it enter something inside the email field? Or will we get some exception, guys? Let us see. Right click, run as, and that's it. So this time I'm trying to enter null. But does it enter anything here? No. But I got what? Exception. Saying it's an illegal argument exception. Keys to send should be a not null character sequence. Very, very important interview question. Can you pass a null? No. Null can be passed, but it will never be printed or never be uh, you know pushed into your website or in that field you're actually working with. So right now, compile time error, you're not getting anything, but runtime you'll be getting what? Illegal argument exception. Okay. Now can we just try to modify our element util method also, guys, because inside this do send keys, what I have done, I am directly, passing my values as soon as my locator is getting called. But there can be a chance I can pass null also or not. Hmm? Can I do it now? And if someone is passing null, then instead of getting a hard-coded value or a hard-coded exception for my this Selenium, like an invalid argument exception, which I'm not able to understand even, can I create my own customized exception class as we have created for what? Browser exception utility? Hmm? Can I create one more customized exception class just for this element util? Hmm? See this. I'm creating one more exception class, a new class element, something like this, element exception, something like this, element exceptions. Okay. And what should I do? Again, I have to extend what? The runtime exception, the runtime exception. And I have to do what? I have to create one constructor also. Hmm? And inside this constructor, I am passing one message that whosoever is going to call the object of mine has to pass a message. And with the help of super keyword, I am passing the same message to what? To my runtime exception class. Now, come on this element utils. And now, can I write some condition here? What condition? I am saying if the value equal to null, then what should you do? Hmm? Directly throw your own customized message. Throw, I have to create an object of what? Element exception class or not? With a message. What message? I'm saying something like this, invalid string value, along with that null not allowed, something like this or not. It is my own customized message. Hence, guys, I can give my own customized exception values. That is the beauty of what? Creating your customized methods. Okay. Now, this is my else condition, that if your values are not null, that is fine. I'm good to enter all the things. Perfectly working fine. Hmm? In this way, what we have done, we have handled the null value also, providing a customized own exceptions. Hmm? Along with that, can I have one more send keys method for what? When I really want to enter multiple values like S, SB, and SF, when I really want to enter a sequence of characters. Hmm? So can I have one more method? What is that? I have send multiple send keys, and I have to now provide a character sequence. Along with that, I have to pass similar way, dot 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 and a value. That's it. Now inside this, I really don't want to enter all these things. I can just rely on what? Dot send value. And what values you want to send? Whatever you are passing it from your test data, it will work surely. Nothing to change more. So we have done some modifications in my already created to do send keys, and I have created my own do multiple send keys also when I have a sequence of data. Got it? How to check the element is displayed on the web page or not? Handle the exceptions also. What are the different ways to send keys? How can we handle the exception for the null values? Perfect. Hmm? Okay. But the question is one more, that Nishant, right now, there can be a chances that, understand guys, in a web page now, some elements can be disabled also. Means they are not interactable at all also. How? Right now your email address is being enabled. How to check? You can enter something manually. But there can be a chances websites can be there when some of the fields are actually disabled. You can see them, you can visualize them. The element is displayed, but it is not interactable. it is not enabled to click or to enter something. How to check all those elements, guys? Whether your element is enabled or disabled on the field? Hmm? Okay, let us create one more class for this. Uh, Class name, you can write it anything. I'll just write it check element, what? Disabled. Okay, and for that reason, I'll just take one more different website. I hope I have it. I'll check it out. Okay, first of all, what I'll do, I'll, you know, create a normal static WebDriver driver a reference, and I'll do what? Launch. Okay, and now let me see if I have already this one of the site control shift F. Let me see, guys. Do I have anything something? Okay, I have this from the previous batch. I'll copy it. This is the site. I'll just open it for you. Let me see if it is still working or not. Copy and I'll share you all the code, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm opening this particular website and let us see. Oh, come on. Let me just close my VPN. Sorry. Just give me a second. Okay, this should be disconnected. Okay, come on this again, guys. This is the website to handle that disabled element. Uh, okay. Can you see this password? And this field is also disabled. Can you see this gray color line? That presents what? That nation, this is a disabled element. How to check, first of all, the disability, that whether is enabled or not? Just right click, inspect. And can you see one attribute is there without any value? What is the attribute name? It is a disabled attribute. So whenever you have to really check inside the DOM whether your element is disabled or enabled now, just check it out in this way. Okay? Interview can ask you. Now, if I make it enabled, or rather I can just remove this out, will this be enabled again? Let me see. Huh, great. Can you see this? Now I can enter anything. But obviously, as soon as I am refreshing this page, this DOM will be refreshed and it will be again disabled. But this disability is because of what? Because of this attribute. Hence, it cleared me that yes, Nishant, your element is disabled. So by automation scripts, you surely cannot enter anything here. But let us do it. We are the automation engineers. Let us see how to, do or interact with this element first of all. Hover it on it, and how to check this. Can I use the ID attribute pass? First of all, try to locate the element with the help of this ID attribute only. Driver don't find element by. What is the ID? ID is this one. Okay. Now let us first of all try to send keys, something, some Tom, and let us see whether I'm able to actually enter something or not. Or will I be getting some exceptions, something like this? Let us check it out. Right click, run as application. Let me see. First of all, this page is opening with this browser. Okay, I'm not able to enter any Tom. And do I have any exception at the backend? Yes, I have it. What is that? That this time in Nishant, you are getting what? Element not interactable exception. Why? Because it's definite. Your element is disabled. Hence, manually also, guys, you cannot enter in anything. See, not entering, allow me to enter anything. It's a disabled field. Hence, Selenium says, Nishant, it is an element not interactable exception. Okay. So if you really want to, perform some actions with this thing, you have to do what? You have to select only the enabled elements or ask your developer to enable it. Then only you can work on these things. Hmm? But with the help of code, can I first of all check whether this element is enabled or not? What is the method? I have a new method. Is element enabled. Element, just a second. Just give me a second. Not element is enabled method is there. See this. It is going to give you another Boolean value that whether your Nishant, your method, your element which you are trying to interact with is enabled or not. And let me just try to print this without interacting it even. Let me see whether I'm getting true or false. See this. I should be definitely getting what? A false without any exception because I'm not entering something. But let us see. Can you see? You're getting false. No exceptions. Why? Because obviously you're not entering anything. You are just checking this field is enabled or disabled. That's it. Huh? But question to you is, guys, if I write pass 123, 111, will this give me false, true or what? Or element not interactable exception or what? Hmm? Again, it is going to give me the previous error. What was that? No such element exception. Why? Because this time your locator is incorrect. See this. Is it no such element exception or no such interactable exception? It is no such element exception. Why? Because your element locator is not correct. Hence, guys, you should know all these things. That where I'll be getting what. It's very logical. So how to check the disability or inability of a particular element with the help of .isEnabled method. How to check whether my element is displayed or not in my page with the help of .isDisplayed method. Now, can I create one utility for this enabled method also? A normal utility directly in my element utility class, same like we created for what? IsDisplayed method. Just do it. Let us do it. I'll just quickly copy this entire one because I have to check it. Now this time I'm checking is element enabled. Obviously I need a bilocator. Then I'm putting this element entirely where? Inside my try block, but checking whether your element is enabled or not. If your element is enabled, it is going to give you true. But if your element is not enabled or something like this, what will I get? I'll get false. Yes or no? And if your locator is obviously incorrect, it is going to handle it. है ना? So in this way, I have to change the message also. This time I'll write element is not interactable or enabled on the page. Something like this. It's your own customized message. You can do it anything. So I created one more method, one more utility for what? For my checking the enability and disability of an element. Perfect. Questions till here? Anything, guys? I'll take you 5 more last minutes. But till here, do you have any questions? So guys, Selenium is about a lot of concepts. I can teach you Selenium, in just 4-5 sessions and just finish it up, but I really don't want to do it. It is going to take some time, but believe me, this time, whatever you are giving, it's really going to worth. Fine. I hope things are clear till here. I'll just take one more topic because otherwise, we'll be lagging again and again. I'll just take one more thing. Okay, I hope till here the things are cleared. How to check the enability, disability of an element. How to check that element is displayed or not. What is no such element exception? When do you get it? What is element not interactable exceptions and when do you get it? Okay, perfect. Now let us take one more class. And let me tell you. Okay, till now, guys, what we have seen how to locate a single element, either on this Selenium, practice block site spot or the OpenCart application or Amazon application, whatever it is there. We have just seen that how to locate a single element. And when I was getting a class as a duplicate, I was also able to locate a single element. But is there any way where I can actually locate multiple elements also? Obviously, it must be having a common property, but how to locate a multiple elements? Now enough for the single element interaction or locating. How to locate the multiple elements? Hmm? So the question, let us take from the question only. Interviewer is asking to you, can you locate or can you try to fetch? Understand the question. Two questions are there. Can you try to fetch the total number of links on a web page? Any page he has given to you, like Amazon or Flipkart, something like this. And he is asking to you that can you try to print the total number of links on the web page? Second question, can you try to print the text of all the links on the console? Hmm? So first of all, guys, which method I have to use to locate an element? So I am just writing it again. Static WebDriver driver reference variable and driver is equals to new Chrome driver, and I am going to open any application you can open. Okay, but let us try to open first of all this normal application only, a small one, not this one. This, come on, Naveen one. What is this there? Just give me a second. This one only. Let us see this one only. Small application. Then we will see about the Amazon also. Okay, it is opening this page. The question is, what all links I have? I really want to print the count. First of all. Second, I really want to fetch all the text values like login, register, and all these things are links now. How can you fetch all the links, text value, and the total count? So understand, you have a different method now to locate an element. What is that?
Find elements.
So I have already told you these two methods are coming from where? From my search contact interface. Hmm? Find element we have seen a lot of times just to locate a single element. But today we are going to use find elements. Find element says that Nishant, give me a common property that should return me a multiple elements. Hmm? I'll tell you the difference between the find element and elements, also two, three differences. But find elements always expects you to give a property in such a way that it should return you a list or something like this. Okay. So I am saying, first of all, guys, understand what is the tag name of an, if you really want to, locate a link, what is the tag name of the link? Hmm? It is an A tag, anchor tag. Okay. And I told you one more thing. If you have to really check the duplicacy of any element tag, how to do it? Control F, / A tag. Now, can you see 81 things are coming? 81 elements are coming. Can you believe this? 81 elements in this open card application are with a link A tag. That means this website should give me a count of 81. है ना? Okay. Can I just write, enter? Can you see this? All these things are links. All these things are links perfectly. Some are hidden links. Some are shown links. But all these things are links. 81 links. How to fetch it? What is the tag? A common property here, guys. It's a tag. Yes or no? So can I try to fetch all the elements with this A tag only? What is the return type of find elements? I forgot about it. What was the
List
return
of
type of find element? Return type of
list of
find. Just a second. What was the return type of find element?
web element.
And now see,
Uh,
what is
elements
the,
return
yeah,
the list of web
oh,
elements.
okay. Just can be mute. See now, return type of find element was a web element, but I'm hovering on this part. Return type of find elements is what? It's a list of web element. Why list? Hmm? Because it is giving you a multiple elements. The elements can be duplicate, it can be null. I have told you in the collections now. So Selenium is so smart that Nishant, if you're trying to locate the multiple elements and that elements can return you a multiple duplicate values also of the links, some null links, blank links, Hence, you have to store it inside a list of web element. So I am storing it inside the element list. That's it. How do you want to check what is the total size? Normal Java method, list element dot size method is there. Will this work or not? Let us see. Right now, I am not printing any values. No text, nothing is there. It will open. It will fetch all the links from the anchor tag, a tag. Let us see if it is printing all the values or means the data. Can you see? 81 links total count is printing the same, which we just checked it out. Yes or no? Yes. Now, question is how to get the text. What is the method from Selenium to actually fetch the text value, guys? What was that? Hmm?
Text.
Get text method was there.
Yes.
Now the question is how to fetch all the text from every element. For that reason, can I run a normal loop only? Can you be on mute? Whosoever is this? And this loop will start from int I is equals to 0, sorry. And obviously it will go till where? List element dot size, uh, size and I plus plus. How to fetch the value? Can I say what? List element dot get what? The index value and dot get text then. And try to store it where? Inside some text. And as soon as you're trying to fetch the text of each and every element, do what?
Print text.
Just print it. That's it. Got it? Let us see. Will this work or not? Come on this console. Can you see this, guys? Wonderful. All the things are coming. Total 81 links are there. In this 81 links, I have all the links. But some issue is there. Why? What is the issue? I have shown you in the console that, site also, that some links are hidden or some links are without any text. All those links which are without any text, now I'm getting what? A null value. That is why this is, a messy thing. We'll try to optimize our code also. But can you see all the links are coming or not? Yes, it is coming. Will this method work for my Amazon application? Just if I really want to change the URL, do I need to make any changes in my code except this? Let us see. Uh, enough from this open cart. Let us see and come on this particular application. And let me see, will this work or not? Just right click, run as, and do this. It is opening an Amazon application, guys. See, it is a huge, huge application. A lot of things are there. Can you see this? But let us see here. Can you see how many links are there? 386 links are there on this Amazon site. Some are null links, obviously without any text, and others are having the text values. Perfect. So this code will definitely work for your entire any website. Why? Because links tag remains common, anchor tag. Got it? But how can I remove this null values, guys? Can I just write a normal if condition? What is it? That if your text is null, something like this, don't print it. Print only those which are having a text. How to do it? So can I just write a normal condition here if your text dot length is not equal to 0? I'm writing if your not here. If your text dot length is not equal to 0, in that case only do what? Try to print the text. If the text that you have fetched is having a 0 length, obviously that means that's a null. It doesn't have anything. Don't try to fetch it. Let us see if I have optimized my code or not. Again, for the Amazon application, I'm doing the same. Oh, sometimes this automation, just Okay, I'll do what? I'll rather, but today I'll just try to provide a hard-coded, sleep. I'll talk about the sleep and all these things, but it is just to wait for a particular site to open or to manually interact. But let us see, because sometimes this automation on an Amazon site restricts them. Okay, I'm clicking on this continue. It is going to come on. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Let me try to increase the seconds and right click, run as. Okay, again. So thread.sleep, I'm just putting this, guys, because let it open the site. It'll take 5 seconds, okay, to open this entire site, and at runtime, whatever values are I'm having. Hmm? See this. Can you see? Now this time I'm only having a 24 links because it's very runtime. But am I getting any null? No. Hmm? Have we handled it? Yes. Can we just try to check it once on that this site also? Because in this site also I was getting what? Uh, Values without having anything. Let us see this. If the same code will work fine here also. Let it come and let me see inside the console. Where is the console? Okay, it will wait for 5 seconds. Then it will try to print all the values. Now, can you see this time, guys? Am I getting any null values? No null values. Only all the texts are printing whose length is greater than 0 or who are having some text. Hmm? Got it? Hmm? Okay. This is a normal for loop that I have run for you. Can we try to do it with the help of for each loop also? I have told you for each loop how to do it. Just a normal for. I have to write the what? Data type here. Uh, Local variable and what? This entire list. So this e variable is going to go where? One by one from 0th position to the first position of this list element. Try to fetch the text dot get text. That's it. Inside this for each loop, we don't work on the indexing concept. It is directly going to print what? I'll just take this from here, copy a string text, and I'm showing you how can you do uh, write a code with the help of for each loop also. A smaller code. Will this work or not? Let us see. Same for the open card application. It will do it for 5 seconds again. I put some condition, but that's fine. See this, guys. Perfectly working fine. No issues. The same thing is going to work for your Amazon site, Flipkart site, Big Basket, whatever you want to choose it. It's a normal, common code I've written for everything. This way things works. Got it? Hmm? A question to you now. Just one more minute, last 1 minute. I have actually fetched the count of all the links. I have actually fetched all the links, the text values. Question to you is, how can you fetch all the images, the total image count of a particular application? How can you fetch the what? The text of it. Hmm? So see, this consists of this particular image. Forget about it. I'm going on the Amazon application because that's a huge application. Come on, just a second. I have so many links open, guys. Okay, it consists of so many images. How to identify a particular image? What is the tag name? It's an image tag. Now see how many images I have this. I'll just write it Control F, double slash and img. Can you see 271 images are there? Hmm? See this? This is also an image. But does it have any text? No, it does not have any text. But can we fetch some attribute value? That we can fetch, but tomorrow I'll tell you, not today. But let us see a smaller code. Uh, how to fetch total count of the image. Hmm? Simple code. What is that? I have already, uh, okay. The same thing will work here also, just same code. The only thing which is going to change is what? That tag name. So I'm writing list images, and inside this, what should I write? I have to write image img. Why? Because see, the tag name is img. And let us see at the runtime how many img I'll get. So list images dot size. Let us see. And here I'll write it down, a normal demarcation, total images, and that's it. Let us see. Just one last topic, one last thing. Okay, it just opened this Naveen site. That's fine. I'll open the Amazon site also. But let us see how many images I'm getting. Just one image. Perfect. Okay. Let me just try to test it on this site also. Will this work or not? Let me see it. Let us see how many images I'll be getting at runtime now. Oh, on continue shopping. It should give me something. Okay, perfect. Can you see, guys? Total images are what? It's 255. Obviously, things can get changed at the runtime only. It's an Amazon application. It's a word application. That's why images can be, dynamic, 300, 400, 200. But in this way, you have to do to fetch all the elements with the help of find elements method, and you have to find a common property. Got it? I know, guys, today was a lengthy session, but Selenium is not a small thing. You have to cover it in this way only. But yes, definitely everything will be covered. Any questions still here? Rest part will take tomorrow. Any questions? Are we able to understand easily? See, guys, everything demands practice. That is why I'm again repeating, don't pile up your things. Whatever things you are learning today, that's why I just take the sessions on weekends, because I really want you to practice. A lot of things are covered today, and tomorrow also will be covered. You'll be having your entire week to spare. You're doing it for your goal. Okay. Hence, practice it. Fine. Okay, guys, I think, enough of the topic.
Questions?
Hmm.
Is it will find the dynamic elements also?
Yeah, all the things are dynamic only. See now. Today, just a minute back, you got what? Images 255. Let us see. What will I get now? It's a real-time image. It's a real-time page that is being opened. Let us see now. Is it 255 or it is changing? Okay. Okay, it is again 255, but let us see it again. See, I don't know you are in India or what, but on the region wise also, whatever images you are getting at the runtime, na, it'll be printing that out. So right now you're getting 255. There can be chances you're getting less image. Let it come again. Okay, it is coming to 50, that's fine. But obviously, whatever images right now it is being shown to you, that will be displayed. Okay, it is purely dynamic. But just because of that anchor tag and image tag, na, your things are getting picked up at the runtime. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I think a lot of things I covered up today. Just practice it, guys. Let's see tomorrow again the next session. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.